here we are on a beautiful fall day. We're just about to take a walk, so you can come along with us and see what we can find on our nature hike. The first thing that we notice are these great mushrooms here by this old dead tree. The old dead trees we call snags, for a standing dead tree. The mushrooms are by the bottom of the dead tree because they're decomposers. They break down dead things like this old bark. And when you want to identify a mushroom, the thing you look at is to see how it looks underneath, to see if it has gills or how it gets rid of its seeds, which are called spores. And this one has these nice open gills here. So we would take this back and look it up and to figure out what kind it is. Over here we have this great tree which is called musclewood, and it's got its name because it's a very strong wood. It's hard to cut through if you were to try to cut this down, and it also looks like mussels. It has these shape on the bark that looks like it's a mussel. Over here we have a holly tree, and hollies keep their leaves year-round. So they provide nice cover for the birds, and they also have a red berry that the birds like to eat in the wintertime. Over here we have yellow birch, and you can tell the birch trees because they have a papery bark, and this one's kind of papery down by the bottom. And yellow birch also, if you were to break a little branch off the birch, and you can smell it, and it has a nice wintergreen scent. So you can tell if you have a yellow birch if it has that nice scent. Here we have a huge yellow birch. It looks like it's really an old one if you can compare to that small one that we had over here. That one's much older. We also have alder, which is this little tree here. And the cool thing about alder is they have cones that have their seeds in them. Those are some of the seeds dropping out right there. Let's see if we can get us some of the seeds. But the alders have kind of pine cones like pine trees do that have all of their seeds inside. So that's how you can identify those. One thing to look out for when you're out in the woods is poison ivy. Even though it doesn't have its leaves anymore, you can still get the rash from the roots. So here's what it looks like as it's growing up a tree without its leaves. You can identify it because it has these little teeny tiny roots that come out all along the vine. And we have another native vine, which is grapevine. It doesn't have any of those roots, so you can tell the two apart. And actually, grapevine is coming up that tree right over there. This is another holly, a tree that's in the holly family. It's called a winterberry, and you can see those great berries that the birds absolutely love in the wintertime. You can see a whole tree full of robins. They'll come out and eat those. This is a great tree to have for the wildlife, and just because they're real pretty at this time of year. And that's about all we have time for today. If you'd like to make your own walk in the woods, you can send us a link to it, and we might definitely look at it, and we might post it up on our website.